Hi. Whoa, ladies, I can explain. See, I'm a princess too.
Wait, what?
Yeah, Princess Vanellope von Schweetz of the Sugar Rush von Schweetzes. I'm sure you've heard of us, so it'd be embarrassing for you if you haven't.
What kind of a princess are you?
What kind?
Do you have magic hair?
No.
Magic hands?
No.
Do animals talk to you?
No.
Were you poisoned?
No.
Cursed?
No.
Kidnapped or enslaved?
No. Are you guys okay? Should I call the police?
And I have to assume you made a deal with an underwater sea witch where she took your voice in exchange for a pair of human legs?
No. Good Lord, who would do that?
Have you ever had true love's kiss?
Ew, barf.
Do you have daddy issues?
I don't even have a mom.
Neither do we. And now for the million-dollar question. Do people assume all your problems got solved because a big, strong man showed up?
Yes. What is up with that?
She is a princess. Who made your gown?
Disney princesses. I don't know which country you're from or which kind of background you have. We can agree on one thing. These princesses have been in part of our childhood, somewhere or near. I mean, I own my personal collection of Elsa and Anna's compass box, or it might be an examination pad with Mulan. We really love them. I mean, it's like whole world girl phenomenon. Starting from Snow White, who is kind and compassionate, to the most recent Raya, who tried to again rebuild, or should I say reunite, the kingdom of Kumatra. We have been watching them, we are loving them. I think the most last impactful princess from Disney will be Moana. My bad. Because right now Disney is doing something entirely different. I mean, there is shift in this Hollywood representation of female, which we can actually talk about the next upcoming video. I'm getting Korean accent right now. Yeah, let's discuss about it later on the upcoming video. For now, let's stop here. While I was watching all these kind of Disney princesses, I have got an idea. I mean, there are like Jasmine, who is from Middle East. There is Pocahontas, a Native American. And Merida from Scotland. So, where is an Indian princess? Okay. I mean, I'm not telling that they're representing very well. Maybe these kind of, Chinese Americans of first generation will be very happy about the representation which they're getting in the media. But normally, I mean, as I was saying, the growing up girlhood across the world, why isn't any Indian princess yet? Then, after some 18, I have discovered the stories of our true Indian princesses who can have a potential to be a Disney princess. But I think after watching the masterpiece Mahavatar Narasimha, we ourselves need to bring those stories in form of animation, which could be maybe bigger than Disney princesses themselves. No, I'm not telling that this legacy equal to right now starting, but they'll be very impactful. It's like an essay for me right now. I am literally saying an essay right now. Okay guys, let me tell you the potential of the Indian stories, the land of stories where we have numerous princesses, whether it's historical or mythological, who can become a good princess story, a fairy tale where you could just have a cosplay on them, comics on them, or if you're really very business strategic person, a bajillion dollar, actually that's a foreign term, a very big market on it. Shall we begin? This is the longest intro, I guess. Namaste nerdies, I am here questioning again why we didn't have any kind of princess, but the potential of 3 such kind of fairy tale or mythological stories where those princesses could be served. So the first princess on the list is my favorite, Sati Savitri. Bro, actually, Sati Savitri is told to be that one woman who had actually fought the god of death himself to save her husband. I mean, can you imagine? She was celebrated as an icon in the Puranas. Like, I think we need to discuss her story later on. But she's icon. Like, imagine you are a princess. There were so many suitors who are fighting for your hand. And then you are like, boom, I'm not going to marry a prince or a king. I'll marry this guy who was a royal, who lost his kingdom living with his blind parents, but hardworking, ambitious, lives near forest. And cherry on the top, he might die next year because he has Mrityu, Ganda, I don't know that stuff. And you marry him because he loves you truly. I'm telling you, that's why she's Sati Savitri. In this time, we are not going to do that anyway. And later on, when you got married to that person, within a year into your wedding, definitely the prophecy came true and that man was dead, and the god of death, Yama himself, have came to take him away. And there you are, following the god of death to literally realms, I repeat, realms, from the earth to hell. And there will be this very huge river called as Vaitarani. Until that Vaitarani, which was actually not water but blood and mucus, you stood there outwitting the god of death, saying that you want your father-in-law to play with his grandchildren. Clever. That's why she needs to be told, I mean, not like the devoted wife, but actually how far a woman can go for her love and how intelligent a woman can be without a sword or without a tough personality. Just being herself, unapologetically. Sorry for my bad pronunciations anyway. And number 2, Shakuntala. She is the most known woman, I guess. I think if you are an Indian, for me personally, I read Shakuntala's story many times. Actually, there are 2 versions of it. The first version, let's discuss about it, which is the most popular play written by the legendary Kalidasa, the poet, who is often recorded as Shakespeare of the East. No, brother. Shakespeare was born like some 400 years after Kalidasa. So, don't say that. Anyway, Shakuntala's story was taken mostly from Mahabharata's first part, Adi Parva. And I think Kalidasa had adapted it into a play called as Abhignana Shakuntala. Don't worry for these pronunciations. Just keep it right there. And her story is very familiar. I think, she deserves a separate episode how she can be a strong princess. And I think they tried a very live action thing for the story. But let me tell you something. My eyes bleed out after watching that movie. It needs dedication and a good script. And the third one will be the story of Nala and Damayanti, the princess. You know what? This story could be iconic for both Nala's character and Damayanti's character. And this story will also take like some 3.5 hours movie. Literally, the story is so huge that I can't tell you. Okay, guys. I think these three are the only stories which I think for now enough when it comes to fairy tale type of endings. And every story is unique, every story is different. But one emotion is super common, love. And you really need not to you really need not to hold a sword to be taken seriously if you are a woman. Because these women, all the three princesses, whether it might be Savitri or Shakuntala or Damayanti, didn't hold a sword to tell that they are strong women. Why am I literally mentioning this? Because these days there is a shift in our general representation of women, that you should take a woman seriously when she holds a sword. This is actually Hollywood type of idea. Maybe sometimes here in India too. Yeah, let's discuss about these kind of archetypes in the next episode. But for now, bye people. And if you loved my ranting, please like, share and subscribe and have a comment on this.